How dare you?
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
This is the Chicken Sniper's Walkthrough of the Thieves Guild, Episode 6, Hard Answers. Here's our checklist. Now, I mentioned the not including museum loot because there is a ton of loot in that museum, and it's all in fairly obvious places. So, we start out in Winterhold after doing the quest in Snowvale Sanctum, and our job is to talk to Enthier.
Yes, what is it? Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? A problem? Let me see it. Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
Okay, so now we are...
Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Now we're going to go to the map and show you exactly where Markarth is, because there's surprisingly a lot of confusion on the subject. Basically, all the way to the left. It's the one with the ram horn. And we're gonna go straight to Understone Keep. Now, Understone Keep gets a little noodly. There's paths to the left, there's paths to the right, there's paths straight. Straight is the Jarl's Chambers and the Throne Room. Left is toward the ruins. Right is toward the museum and the laboratory.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. The Zell? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you.
Every single one of the persuasive options fails. There are 2 options to get the key from him. 1, steal it. Use the old pick up something, move it out of sight, take it. 2, do a small quest for him. However, this is not a walkthrough of that quest, this is a walkthrough of Hard Answers. Alright, our sneaky stuff is all set. Oh, I didn't do the stagger thing.
Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Summon a Daedra and stick a sword up your face.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Because Calcelmo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel.
Can't stop what you can't see. Alright, now right away, you have to pick this lock, or you could have stolen those keys. And the first room here is going to be the museum. And the official Skyrim guide says that this museum has the most number of locked items in the game in any particular room. That includes every dungeon room.
Called in his entire expedition team.
Now, if you have Calcelmo's permission from doing the quest, then you don't have to be undetected for this part. But if you're like me and you're trespassing, then you should stay out of sight. I'd suggest going around this edge of the room.
Safe enough.
There's plenty of loot opportunities. But the laboratory is over here. Laboratory. Now, immediately after I open this silly door, there will be one of the coolest items in the game, in my opinion. Turn left, and left again, and you come to the spider control rod with instruction manual. Well, it's not really an instruction manual. Anyways, if you want to, you can pause the YouTubes while I flip through the pages. Pause on each page to read it. Now, the spider control rod basically controls the spider, and you have more control over it than you do with a normal summoned creature. I will demonstrate. The spider goes to the spot you tell it to. It also will automatically attack hostiles. As demonstrated. Now, over to our right is the area where the key to this door up here is located. It is also located on each of the persons of these wizard's guards. So you can pickpocket it or you can steal it. I'm gonna try lockpicking first. Darn it. Give it a few more shots. This is as good a time as any to bring up the skeleton key, which is the reward for completing a quest in this line. However, if you complete the whole chain as you should, you don't get it. And here I'm done. I'm gonna show you the locks up.
Whoa! The yard. Stop right there.
Hey, here, I'm under arrest here. Quit it. Alright, that was interesting. Alright, so I'm not going to show you the locks in their inventory. I mean, keys. Yeah, one last try down.
Where are you?
They're so silly. Look for the shimmering...
Can't hide from me.
Really. Alright, enough silliness. The key is over here.
Where are you?
On the guy's bedside table. And there's loot scattered around. If you want to do a really good run of this, then you're going to end up in every single room because there is scattered loot that's pretty valuable. Also, since the change in the crafting system, one of the more effective ways to grind up your smithing skill is by crafting dwarven things. I'll do a tutorial on that eventually. Basically, nowadays, crafting smithing level ups come from...
Another trap. Three of the guards died in the lower hall. What did they steal?
Smithing level ups come from creating value, similar to the alchemy system. Used to be you could spam out 1,000,000 iron daggers and it would have the same effect as a Daedric Curious. Now this area here is a way to get through without getting spotted, however it's toxic gas and you're likely to get killed. There are pressure plates in there that will turn off the gas for a brief period of time, but you're still going to need either lots of potions or lots of restoration magic. I personally prefer to go down the main way and hide out in these little alcoves while the guards pass by. That is, unless you're absolutely invisible and silent. And this is the Thresher turn-on machine. Yeah, their AI needs a bit of reworking. Now, you shouldn't have much of a problem with guards until you get to the next big room. And the next big room has lots of traps to play with, kind of like the other one. And there's loot in here. So, dwarven things that can be melted down are bent scrap metal, struts, solid dwemer metal, and that sort of thing. Oddly, scrap metal does not melt down into dwarven ingots. Fire! Now, after you activate this whole trap stuff, the guards and that wizard's assistant are going to evacuate the area, which will make it possible for you to run around non-stealth mode in this room after you turn off the traps. And we're coming up on both the first skill book of the episode, of this 2, Twin Secrets upgrades your enchanting skill, and this is the only chest of this whole laboratory and tower area. Nothing I want from it though. And over here is the larceny target, the Dwemer Puzzle Cube. And down there is a door that leads back to the entrance, but it is locked and it requires a key. Now you don't have any guards to deal with until you get the quest objective completed. And then we're coming up on the second of the 2 skill books, and the quest completion is a little bit roundabout, but I figured it out pretty quickly on my own without using the book. Heavy armor up, and there's a cult crafting area here. And through this door, yeah, there's paper, so through this door, you can press A, and then it'll say, you don't have what you need to make the inscription. And I'm like, ah, I thought it was a book. Alright. Grab some paper, grab some charcoal, and we're gonna make a rubbing.
Accidents like this don't just happen. Someone is trying to sabotage my uncle's research. All right. If there is a thief, he won't leave this tower alive.
I'm so sneaky. Alright, now you can go back down through the laboratory, but I prefer something a little more Assassin's Creed-esque. Watch out for the bridge.
Order of the yacht. Stop right there.
Wait, what am I under arrest for? I don't think you caught me at anything. Alright, I'm just gonna run through the city invisible. I really hate getting caught red-handed in a city. Especially the walled cities. See all the guards swarming over there? I mean, I could summon a bunch of Dremora Lords and kill them all, but I don't want to. Because I'll have to pay it all off eventually. Alright, eye is closed. So let's see if I can fast travel. No. That's the other thing I hate about getting caught. Wait, chicken. You will be mine. Run, chicken! Alright, now I run. Alright, I guess I just go down the road until the guards stop caring. Does this work? Nope. What was that? Ooh, get a dragon soul. Alright, these guys will work. See, that's what I love about the Stormatron Axe. They can hit the target instantaneously. It makes them great for taking down dragons in flight. The trouble is, they can't do any damage. Not by themselves, not very much. You're playing with someone, aren't you, Dragon? Yeah, you're playing with Forsworn. Get down here and fight like a lizard. Alright, how am I gonna kill you? Uh-oh. Alright, this is unexpected. Let's see. Low on magic. These guys will work. And then this'll work. Alright, back to old reliable. That's neat. Mud crab. Why is there a mud crab? Mud crab's like, oh, he just killed a dragon. I want to get killed by him too. Another one? Come at me, bro. Wait. Forsworn don't have shields. Oops. Now seems like a good time to fast travel. Alright, let's go report into Enther.
Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please.
Coin purse. Alright, who sees me?
This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus has suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild from Mars.
No way, you don't see me.
Replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer moving funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Why, you little filcher!
Wait, no one cares?
Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have further need...
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives.
Creeper.
Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal, and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
Now, that Nightingale blade has some neat enchantments on it, level to your character. At my level, it absorbs 20 points of health and 20 points of stamina for my target. Now, I don't want this basket.
Give my regards to Carlia if you see her.
Wait, Carlia's over there. Give them those regards to her yourself. Alright, now we're gonna wait 2 hours and demonstrate the weirdness of the vendor Enthir. So, Enthir is only a vendor who will buy stolen goods some of the time, and the rest of the time he's the backdoor vendor for the Mages College.
I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of goods. Bring me whatever.
One of these chat options is
and I'll see what I can
what
do.
are we giving me for these? That's where you buy stolen items.
I hope.
And can we do business is the backdoor vendor for the Mages College.
Let's just take a look then.
And as the Mages College vendor, he will give you black soul gems, which I am planning on
Give my regards
using
to
at a later
Carlia
time.
if you see her.
This has been the Chicken Sniper's walkthrough to the Thieves Guild Episode 6 Hard Answers.
I'm always on the lookout
Thanks for watching.
all sorts of goods.